I think we're live.
Oh, are we? Okay,
Yep.
here I am drinking my tea.
Right.
Hey everyone, Michelle Clark here with Natalie Brown, and we are doing our live talk. We're going to do them each week while we are in isolation and coming to you with some really important messages. So we chat briefly before we get online to do this live stream to you, and it's funny, we always have the same kind of things that we are moving along, and that's because of group consciousness, right? So at the moment, the consciousness and your higher self are really asking you to look within, and regardless of what your beliefs are, you have to look at this time as being a magical gift. I mean, you've been given the gift to stay home. If you're not an essential worker, you've been given the gift to stay home and really go within. And Natalie will tell you as well, but for myself, even not just for my clients, but also for myself, the pull to look external, you know, like when you look at Facebook, you're seeing people commenting on what other people are doing, and I really feel like it's just such a waste of such a precious gift. You know, how often can you go within and really look at what's in your heart and what's important to you? So be it in business or personal life, they are one and the same. If you're not doing well as a person, your business isn't going to do well, and if your business isn't doing well, you're not going to be doing well as a person. So for me, what I'm seeing my clients, or some of the people that aren't actually my clients, because at least my clients, I can keep them in a bubble and keep them focused within. But for other people that are contacting me at the moment, I'm seeing them say, what can I do? How do I do a live stream? How can I get online? Do you think I should do a blog? Do you think I should launch this right now? And it's all just doing and busy. And I'm inviting everyone, and those of you watching today, to go within. What is it that your heart and your soul actually want you to do? What are you being called to do? How are you being called to lead?
Yeah, absolutely. Just being in the moment and really enjoying it. We are so busy. We have such busy lives that we forget to be. We forget to do the things that bring us joy, right? And so it's the right time for us now to focus on what brings us joy. Look, if you love doing live streams and you want to dance on your live stream and you want to, do whatever, as long as you love doing it, then it's not that push. Okay, it's just a being. It's a energy of love. And I was saying to Michelle earlier on, I received this message last night about us still very much wanting to control things, and it is about releasing that control and stepping into the space of freedom and joy and abundance that we are being given right now, so that we can focus on what matters, that we can focus on other things that we don't get to do normally. And within that space, we become creators because we open up the energy for new opportunities, for new possibilities to come our way. And so we become these incredible creators, manifesting different ways of being. And that is so important right now. So don't try and control, don't try and do more, but just be more. And, check in with yourself. Okay, there's a lot of emotions flying around right now. There's a lot of, upsets and all sorts of things happening in this world. But check in with yourself. What is it that you want for your life? How do you want to show up? How do you want to move forward from this day forward? I just did a live channeling on my page as well, where the activation codes and stuff that's coming through is so incredibly powerful right now. And it is to bring us to a space of peace and love, of unity, co-creation. So why would we want to control things? Why do we want to be more busy and exhaust ourselves in the process?
Do you think that perhaps some people are struggling to be and just be still at the moment, because when they're still, they actually really start to hear what their soul wants them to do in business and their personal life? And that could be quite frightening, right? Because let's face it, if you go into yourself, if you go within, you might come out of this COVID-19 with a completely different life.
Oh,
it has to be said.
Yeah,
you might come out and ditch your whole business and start a whole new one. You might move across the other side of the world, but you have to be willing to open up and let that in, and let go of the fear of the unknown, because in life, things only ever happen for you, right? Nothing happens to you. It only happens for you. And every single change is always for the best, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. It always works out for the absolute divine good, always.
Yeah. And change is scary, right? Don't get me wrong. Any type of transformation, healing, unearthing, discovering, any of that kind of stuff, it's always a bit scary. And you do not need to have all the answers right now to be able to move forward. All you have to do is sit within what is happening for you. And if these things are coming up for you and you're like, okay, and I always say to my clients, just say, go within and say, I see you, I feel you, I hear you. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge what's going on. And just through that acknowledgement, you're already sending love energy and you're releasing and dispersing and letting go of those things that's coming up for you. And yes, you know, when we sit in the stillness of who we are, the stuff that's no longer serving us, that is going to come up, like that ego, you know, let me just keep her safe because I don't want her to move forward, right? It keeps us in that safe space, in our little cocoon. And it was so interesting because through this channeling, I was shown, I was gifted this box by Spirit. And I was shown that we are, as humanity, we're kept in this box of control. And that when we choose to open up the top of this box, our wings can unfold and we can spread our wings and fly free. Isn't that beautiful? Like, that's a gift that we've been given by the
so beautiful.
Yeah. So right now, accept that gift of freedom. Accept it. Do not see it as, more of a challenge. Do not see it as fear or uncertainty. Yes, I know, and I send so much love to those people that have lost loved ones, that is experiencing financial hardship right now. I send you love, but know that this is all to shift your perspective and your perception of how things, are meant to be, and that the old is no longer serving you. So look at how you can serve yourself and be in the moment, and how you can move into this new way of being, a new way of understanding what is happening for you.
And some really, really baby steps, like people that have worked with me for a while understand how to connect with themselves. Like in the beginning, they're like, how do I do it? I can't do it. So what I tell them is really, really baby steps. For a moment, take 3 deep cleansing breaths, first of all down to your chest and then out, and then down to your belly and out, and then down to your feet and out, and then check in with your body. What are the sensations that you can feel in your body? Do your legs feel heavy or light? Does your chest feel constricted, or does it feel bubbly? Like, what are the actual physical sensations you can feel in each part of your body? And then just ask, hey body, what do you need right now? Mine's telling me it needs a drink of water. Yeah, thanks, body. I should have given you more water. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's enough coffee, Michelle, it's saying. But you get my point. Like, it's a really easy way to start. Ask your body what it would like right now. It's highly unlikely to say it wants a packet of chips and a chocolate bar.
Yeah, exactly. And also another important thing, and people don't even realize this, but you need to be able to clear ground and protect yourself, and make this part of your daily ritual. So clearing your energy, releasing energies that's building up in your body and your energy system. You first and foremost an energy being, having a human experience. This amazing vessel that you have to play in, to do all sorts of amazing experiences and to enjoy and feel bliss. Okay, but we have to, every day as energetic beings, clear, ground, and protect our energy. Okay, and even more so now during all the energies, if you're a sensitive and an empath, which most people are, you're taking on other people's energies, and you're not even, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so anxious today. Why am I feeling anxious? And if you check in with your body, you find that it's not even your own energy, or it's just something that's sitting there that can quickly be released. So clearing your energy, a really great tip is just to check in with yourself, close your eyes and say, I release all energy that is not for my highest, greatest good, and feel the water, like a waterfall energy just moving down your body. And then grounding, walking on the beach, if you're near a beach, or on the grass, and seeing your roots move down into the center of earth, and really feeling like you're jumping back up, bringing fresh energy back up. And then protection is not a mirror, okay? You're not going to put a mirror so you can reflect all the energy that's coming to you, but you're going to put this beautiful golden shield of light around you, or a pyramid of light, which is white light or golden light, whatever is, you know, coming in for you. And that will transmute any negative energies, even the negative energies in your thoughts and thought process and everything, that will transmute it. So make that part of your daily ritual, morning and evening.
Absolutely. And you forget about that. I mean, I've been doing that for 20 years, and I don't even know like when I started doing it or why I do it, but I forget to tell people to do that because it's just so natural now, you know, but I couldn't imagine doing my work and being the person I am without doing that protection all the time. And the other thing is cutting cords at this time, because people are freaking out. Their little energetic cords are waving around, just like suckering onto anything that could possibly help it. So just remember to cut the cords of attachment from you as well. That includes your clients, you know, like especially in business, we're here to serve our clients, and those who are leaders of the light are actually standing up to serve more of their clients. Even though they can't see them physically, they're standing up to serve them more. But just be careful of what Natalie said in the beginning. Don't be tempted to do more. You can serve without having to do more. It's about an energy. It's about your intention, really. But make sure that you're cutting the cords after you've been speaking with people, or if you've done a great email out to, you know, to your 2,000 person email list, make sure you cut the cords. Otherwise, you're going to be attached to all those 2,000 people. So you really do need to conserve your own energy at this time. Otherwise, you're going to get overwhelmed and feel anxious and then not be able to lead.
Yeah, and the best way to cut those cords is to call upon the violet flame of Saint Germain, which is this beautiful column of violet light that comes down. And Saint Germain is the keeper of the violet flame. And you just see that come through your column of light and literally illuminating your body so you can see where those cords are, and you'll feel heaviness or density or whatever. And then you just imagine those like a sword, a mini sword, you know, cutting away at the cords, and then see it dissolve out of your body, and imagine it dissolving away from you and dissolving into the other people as well, so that it's completely gone, because it's very easy to bring those things back as well. So yeah, that's a way of doing it. But I think, you know, in business, especially as a business woman, as someone that, you know, is serving and stepping up and stepping out and trying to make a difference in the world, do not overdo it, okay? Just be yourself, stay authentic, stay, you know, share what you're doing during the day, share what makes you happy and what gives you joy as a leader as well. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Everything that we do, there is nothing perfect, right? Nothing is perfect in the world, but everything happens at divine timing. So if you are sitting and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm eating this amazing ice cream and I want to share with the world how much I love this ice cream, then so do it, you know, just be yourself. So yeah, don't overthink it.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing about grounding. If you're living in an apartment, so if you're watching us and you're living overseas and you're in an apartment and you can't go down and touch the grass, you can touch a pet. Pets are great at transmuting energy and helping to ground you. You can touch an indoor plant, and if you really don't have either of those, you can just run your wrists under the water.
Yeah. Great. Absolutely perfect. And also, even if you're in a high building, you can still see your roots coming down from the bottom of your feet and in grounding through the layers of the earth and grounding into the center of earth. So it's better if you can touch something that is, you know, and even if you feel like, if you can, you know, get to a tree, hug a tree. That is because the roots are in the earth, and that just instantly grounds you. Or sit against a tree. Really great way of doing that. Yeah.
A tree hugger. I live in paradise. I mean, I'm literally surrounded by trees. I'm pretty happy.
I can see in the background. Beautiful.
Yeah, I've got a beautiful pine forest out the other aspect, and it's just
amazing.
I've got big topaz here and manukas, and yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? Once we're over this like isolation period, I'm definitely going to come visit you, and we can have a cup of tea or whatever and walk around.
Yeah, it sounds lovely. We'll walk around bare feet outside with my horse.
Yeah, that'll be gorgeous. So yeah, stay focused at the moment. You might be freaking out that, oh my God, I need to do so much stuff. I need to focus on this. I need to focus on that. And one thing that I can give you as a tool that I teach my own clients is to create a focus list, and write the top 3 things that you want to focus on today on that focus list. And then when you've done one, put a line through it. Don't write a new one down. Put a line through it until you've done all 3. And then you just focus on completing those, because you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to start procrastinating, which we all do. And you're going to go like, oh my gosh, you feel scattered. So focus on doing just 3 things a day. Even if you put in there, I've got to do the washing,
and to keep you really connected to your purpose. Like, it's easy to put things on your to-do list that are easy to do rather than things that your soul really wants to do. So I teach my clients something called rocks and sand. So if you imagine your day as a container, and if you fill it up with sand, like the washing and getting the kids' marbles out and whatever else you're going to do, there's no place to put the big rocks. But if you put the big rock in, which would be doing your own energy exercise, and then maybe, I don't know, reviewing your business plan, and then working on the online course that you're making, those would be the big rocks. Those would be the things that are close to your heart at the moment, and then you fill it up with the sand after that.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
and
I get my clients to decide on their rocks before.
Yeah, I think there was this teacher, that's okay. There was this teacher that went into class, and he actually took beers and golf balls and sand, and he filled up a glass, and put the golf balls in, and then poured the sand in and poured the beer in. And he used the same analogy. Like, if you put like the beer in first, then everything is going to spill over. Like your golf balls, when you shove them in, there's going to spill over, and there's not going to be place for the sand and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, absolutely. Focus on the big things first, and also focus on the hard things, the things that you don't want to do, the things that you don't like doing at all. Like, oh my gosh, I've got to do a webinar, or I've got to whatever, whatever it might be. Focus on those things first, because those are the big things that you can go, oh my gosh. Or if you haven't done your accounts, make sure you do those accounts first, okay? And
how did you know I haven't done my account actually?
Yes.
On my list, I've been procrastinating. My accountant's like, hey, today's the 31st. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, well, I think we all have the same problem. At least I've got an amazing accountant, and she's done all my accounts for me, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, do the big things first, and then have fun with it. Don't sit there and go like, oh my gosh, I've got to do this. But
that's actually true. You can put really loud music on, you can put your pretty frock on and your lipstick, and you make yourself a nice bubbly glass of water, or you can make accounts really, really fun. It's the energy that you bring to it that we have control over our own thoughts, and at any point in time you get to choose how you feel. My clients get sick of me saying this. They're like, yeah, I know I get to choose. But you do. You get to choose how you feel every single day. You get to choose how you feel about activities. You get to choose how you feel about what's happening for you. And seriously, it's a reframe. If you can reframe it, you will enjoy it.
Yeah, and that energy that you start with, if you go like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm not going to do this, or I don't want to do this, or you give up and you procrastinate, that energy you're going to pull through your whole day. So start how you want to finish, okay? End the day. And if you feel like, okay, you've been sitting there at your desk or your computer, and you've been doing your emails, and you've been, doing your lives and all sorts of things like that. And if you feel like, oh, I just feel like I need to move, put your music on, dance away, and create that beautiful energy in your body again, and then go back again, do the accounts again. I find that I don't drink a lot at all, but I find that especially when I have to do like the really, really, really like yucky stuff, if I have a little glass of wine, it just softens things for me. And then I feel like I can carry on again, and then I feel so much happier to move forward. It only takes this much of wine to make me very happy.
Whatever it takes. Natalie, I could seriously talk to you all day, my darling. Honestly, every time I do this, I'm like, oh, it's like you're inside my body. We're two the same.
We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, exactly. But I have a coaching client that I have to go and see to online. So I will see you next week, my darling, and have a fabulous week. And yeah.
See you next week. Lots of love to all of you. Bye.